Hey everybody, what's crack-a-lackin'? I'm Theron, and this is MTGO Traders. Now, a lot of you took some solace in the fact that I stood up to the proverbial bully that is Hexproof in my last rant video, but some of you out there think it's alright to have creatures entering the battlefield unscathed, uncounterable, and unable to be targeted. And you know what I'm going to say to that? Do you know what I'm going to say? I bet you can't guess. Congratulations! You didn't get the point of the video. Is that a plane that flew overhead? Because that went right over me. I even say at the end of the video that Hexproof is probably fine, but if you notice, if you have a bit of an inkling, the way the video was edited, you could surmise that the particular video was just a bit of a hyperbolic statement on a single mechanic that I find kind of annoying. In other words, it was just a joke, guys. Just a joke.
Wow. You're gonna take me seriously?
Me? With my action figures and the Sonic the Hedgehog statue in the background that I purchased on day one of Sonic Mania's release? You're gonna take me seriously? Folks, come on. Bros, come on. Ladies, come on. Just having some fun sparring with the idea that this mechanic is dumb and crappy and bad and you should not use it. Also, I did totally call out butt detection tower comments in the comments below that video, so, you know.
Yes.
Got him! Wait, is that joke still relevant? Is that a meme joke that's like still, like, do people understand that joke still? Anyway, here's a new video, so we don't dwell on the past. We're not going to stay back there. We're going to continue pushing forward. This is a new video talking about the worst archetype in all of Magic, and that is
Control.
Yes. I can already hear most of your fists clenching in hate and anguish. If you're a Control player, can I ask you something? Seriously. Planeswalker to Planeswalker, just... why? Every time I play against Control, my entire soul wishes to leap from my body. My mortal coil winces in the injustice that has been thrust upon me. A third joke goes here, but I can't think of one. It's bad enough that Control players can just say no to everything you're doing, but they can say no in like the flashiest of ways with value. Oh, counter my creature? Oh, no problem. Hey, that's on me. I saw that you had mana on tap. It's no big deal. You know, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But surveil one after countering my creature? Now that is just cruel. That's just value on top of value. That's like if someone like came into your place of business, fired you for doing a crappy job, but then like hired your dumbest friend in your place at double the rate. At first you'd be like confused and awestruck, but also like, you know, kind of impressed that Eddie had like a resume they were kind of looking for. Double you say? This joke is really dumb. Well, color me blue, because it's the worst. Do you know how I can effectively transcribe my hatred and feelings of the color blue and Control players to you? Have you guys ever watched like Dragon Ball Z? Of course you have. It's like the Mickey Mouse of anime. If you haven't seen it, you know of it. Well, there's this scene in season 3 where Trunks, a Super Saiyan from the future, comes back in time to save Goku because he's going to die of like a heart attack or something. I'm not really entirely sure. I think it's because he's been eating too much bread or bacon or muffins. Something, I don't know. I think in the show they call it like Super Saiyan disease or something. This show isn't really known for its plot. Okay. Anyway, back to the story. Trunks shows up, does some cool stuff, and shows that he's like a super powerful and awesome Saiyan. And then when he meets Goku, he wants to fight him, you know, because, you know, it's a fighting anime. And, you know, that's the first thing I want to do when I meet somebody is I want to fight someone with heart disease. That's my first response meeting any of my fans in real life. Anyway, they start to fight, and it's obvious to see the power gap and balance between the two of the characters. And yeah, so here you go. Here's the fight, and we're just going to edit some stuff on top of it because we can. That is what Control is to 80% of the decks in most formats. It's just so much more absurdly powerful in the second best deck that parts of Control have to be banned in every format. Literally. You ever see Mental Misstep? You ever see this card? Now you might think to yourself, but Darren, this card doesn't really hit much. Oh yeah, it hits enough, folks. Enough. It hits basically everything in mono red aggro in every format. It hits other counter spells, and it hits turn 1 Birds of Paradise, turn 1 plays, and even other Control plays. And you don't even have to have mana to use this. You just have to pay 2 life. And 2 life in a Control deck is nothing. Life totals do not matter to Control. You know what you call a player with only 1 life that wins the game? A winner! They get to play this on turn 1 even if they don't go first. That's crazy! How did this card get, like, printed in the first place? I'm glad this card is banned. Again, it's honestly insane that the card even exists. Now, a lot of you that counter with the argument that Hexproof can just kind of die to Terminus in Modern, you know what? I'll give you that. Terminus is a great card in Modern. But you know what makes the card ungodly powerful? Opt into Terminus on your opponent's turn. See, Opt here? Opt was a card that wasn't even in Modern because it was last printed in the Invasion block. But since its new arrival in Ixalan, Control has been slowly but surely tinkering away and making a deck in Modern that can somehow, some way be a large enough threat to board wipe your opponent for just 2 mana. 2 mana, folks. It's insane. Oh, and they also thought it was okay to unban Jace the Mind Sculptor in Modern as well, making Control like even better. It's like giving them a win condition on top of another win condition with Celestial Colonnade, and now we have the almighty Teferi hero of Dominaria, more like Tanoe Scourge of Aggro if you catch my drift. It's a planeswalker that gives 2 different versions of value to you with a single +1. Draw a card and untap 2 lands on the end step. That's like every Control player's Spreading Seas dream. I can't believe this card exists. Everything it does is just evil. And look at this guy on the card. I mean, he's just a father out there trying to save the world from something. I don't know. I don't read Magic lore. That's for nerds. By the way, that was a joke, Vorthos community. Don't kill me. So anyway, I hate Control. It's the worst because by turn 2, you can usually tell you're playing against it. Opponent goes turn 1, Flooded Strand, pass. End of opponent's turn 1, Crack Fetch, grab Hollowed Fountain, turn 2, Island, or Glacial Fortress, pass. Counter with Spell Snare, usually, or Path, or Mana Drain, or something unfun. It's the most annoying deck, because all you can really do to get around Control is just, be faster than it. Or play so much value they can't even compete. Gotta go fast! Come on guys, I'm going fast here. You can't beat me with your turn 4 Cryptic Command. If you're dead by turn 4, come on, Swiss Spear, let's go! Can't die to Control if they're dead by turn 4, mostly. But there's also always a point in the match where your opponent that's on Control gets like this second wind kind of situation. They kind of like just go Super Saiyan and just kind of start top decking gold for the next 4 turns. Oh no, Path my guy. Oh no, Opt into Terminus. And oh no, Jace Brainstorm. I guess it's over. This is fine, I guess. This is how I want to die. Sure, why not? I guess so. So I posted on Twitter saying, I'm making a video about why Control sucks. Post your complaints and gripes in the thread so I can share them in the video. One of the first comments comes from Joey saying, quote, Control is a needed archetype. I hate it, but it's true. You know, Joey, I guess I'm gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you there. It's kind of like going to the dentist, If you don't go, you're just going to end up looking like Austin Powers. But if you do go, if you do go, it may suck, But at least you don't have wooden teeth, right? That's kind of how you balance Control in the format. Sure, I hate it too, Joey. Oh, I hate it with a burning passion. Next up, we've got another one from Jack Pabich. Is that how you pronounce your name? Jack Pabich? On Twitter saying, quote, the reason why beautiful cards like Carnage Tyrant can be printed is because of Control. Now, you listen here, Jack Pabich, if that is even your real name. And you don't have a profile picture. And what's wrong with you? Why don't you have this is Twitter. You need a profile picture. At least have like an anime profile picture. Have your persona on there, But, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing to say to this. Hexproof exists for Control. It's like the ultimate full counter. A few 7 Deadly Sins lovers out there. John of the Dead on Twitter. Look at you with your Halloween themed name on here. I'm Taryn of the Dead because that's my username. I'm so original and catchy. Jace Bellerin in my life total. Anyway, he said that Control is paper. You don't think about it because it should beat mid-range rock, but it just wraps around it and lulls it to sleep until aggro comes around and tears it a new a-hole. Come on, John. You can't be making obscene references on Twitter. What do I gotta do to make you guys not say the wordy dirties in my comments? I mean, come on. Don't do that. Bad. But yeah, Control can beat nearly every slow to mid-range archetype because it's just patient and kind and just and smells like America most of the time. Just guy Control? American Control? Ah, you get it. All right, last one coming from Riley Passion? I don't know. Control decks are the only reason I play the game. Far more fun and satisfying on a personal level than anything else. Yeah, I guess. I will say that if you're playing against Control, you'll notice that players in person will, instead of saying I play my creature, will say attempt to play. And that's kind of all the satisfaction I need in the world. It's just finger licking good. But hey, we're at the end of the video. That's gonna do it for the video. Appreciate you all guys, liking, subscribing to the last one. And let's figure out a way if we can get more likes to dislikes in this video. And I appreciate that. Obviously it wasn't the last one, but there was a lot of dislikes. A lot of people just did not agree with me and thought it wasn't a joke. So, okay. But I hope you guys had some fun. Hope this video made you chuckle just a bit to yourself. So all I can ask of you is, post a comment down below on what videos I should do next as far as like what sucks. Why aggro sucks is definitely coming very, very soon. Very soon. Gotta be like tomorrow. And not tomorrow, obviously. Love you guys. You're my cranioplating to my ornithopter. The squadron hawk to my sword of feast and famine. And in my opt to my terminus. See you next time. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome MTG content just like this. And make sure to tap the bell icon to be notified whenever a video is made live. If you want to keep watching content, here are 2 more videos for you. This video and many others are sponsored by MTGO Traders and Cape Fear Games. Buy and sell digital singles to build your online collection today with MTGO Traders, and get your paper singles, accessories, and much more from Cape Fear Games. Whatever your Magic needs, both places have you covered.